Hey, it's Jody. Thanks for tuning in to 2-Minute PR. So in our first episode, we talked about what is PR, and to do that, we talked about what is news. So now that we've got a handle on that, let's move on to the next topic. How you tell your story to the media. Once you have your story straight, you need to figure out how to tell it, how to reach out and tell that story so they can tell it to other people, to their audiences. When we talked about telling your story, we talked about finding the new. Now you also have to figure out how to tell that new story in a way that's interesting to the editors and reporters you're trying to get to. The way I practice this is the 3 C's: concise, correct, and consumable. So let's start with concise. You've got to start with the hook. Why is this story interesting? Get to the point right away. The first sentence, the second sentence, that's usually about all the time you have in addition to that email subject line of getting a reporter interested in telling your story. Second C, correct. You've got to be factually accurate because the reporter has to be factually accurate. You can't tell them one story and then once you get them hooked, switch and tell a different story. You will get a reputation as a liar, plain and simple, and no one will pay attention in your pitches. So the second C is correct. And the third C, consumable. You've got to make this story consumable to the reporter, first of all, so that they read what you've got to offer, and then they can envision themselves telling that story to their audience. Remember, you're never talking just to the reporter. You're talking to their audience. Who are you trying to reach? Who is the reporter trying to reach? Make sure that your story is consumable and they've got all the assets they need to tell that story. What do I mean by assets? Not only the story, not only the people who are involved in the story and obviously making them available, but you've got to deliver things like photos, videos, the websites, the social media handles that are associated with the story. All that makes it more vibrant for the reporter to want to tell a story. And when they go to tell it, makes it look like they're doing a better job. So that's the other thing you got to keep in mind is help that reporter do their job telling your story. If you help the reporter doing their job, telling your story, you'll be doing your job and you'll have happy clients. Next time we'll discuss strategies on finding reporters to pitch. One word: hustle. Thanks for tuning in to 2-Minute PR. I'm Jody Fisher.